Hello, my friend. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm excited that you have stopped by to watch my video. My name is Eyum, and on this channel, I share with you the information and the inspiration that you need to overcome adversity. This month, I've been speaking on the subject of finishing strong. You know, the year is drawing to a close, and the purpose of this teaching is to ensure that we are still on the path that we set out to be on when the year started. We are still pursuing the goals that we desire for ourselves. I've done 3 previous videos on this subject. So if you missed any of my videos, I want you to go back and watch them. I'll put links to them in the description because I believe those videos will really bless you. So today we are still speaking on finishing strong. And today I want to give you the third thing that you need to be aware of if you want to finish strong. I've given you 2 in the previous videos. So today I will tell you the third thing that you need to be aware of and to embrace if you want to finish strong. And this thing is commitment. I look at commitment as a resolve, the discipline to do the things that we say we want to do. That discipline, that resolve, that no matter how difficult things may get, no matter what it takes, I have resolved that I am not going to give up. I'm not going to throw in the towel. I must finish strong. So that is what we want to talk about today. You know, it's very easy for us to be motivated at the beginning of the year. You know, each time we step into a new year, which we'll soon be stepping into one very soon, everybody's excited. We're all telling ourselves, Happy New Year. We're wishing ourselves a prosperous year and all that. And everybody's excited because a new chapter has begun. A new year has started. But along the line, life begins to happen. And this motivation begin to dwindle and discouragement begin to set in. And you find that sometimes the passion that you had at the beginning is no longer there. So when that passion is not there, when the motivation is not there, are you still going to be committed to the goals and the vision that you had for yourself? Are you going to still stay on the track that you say you want to be when the year started? That is the purpose of this teaching, so that we can re-examine our life. We can reflect, like I was talking about last week, to ensure that we are still on track. Because to finish strong, you need more than motivation. You need a resolve, a determination that I am going to persevere. I'm going to stay in there. Even if things are difficult, I am not going to give up. Even if I've not gotten my desired result and the result don't seem to be in sight, as long as I am convinced that I am doing the right thing, I am pursuing my dream, I'm still going to keep showing up and doing my own bit. And that is how you finish strong. Because like I told us when I started this teaching in my first video, finishing strong is not necessarily about the outcome that you get. It is about you looking yourself in the mirror and asking yourself, did I do the best that I could have done? And if sincerely your answer is yes, then you have finished strong. But if you know that you could have done a little bit better, then it simply means that you still have some work to do to finish strong. As we all know, motivation can get us started in life, but it is discipline that keeps us going. And an example of this is in going to the gym. You know that at the beginning of the year, the gym is always full because everybody resolved to lose weight, everybody resolved to live fit and all that. But as the days begin to turn into weeks and eventually into months, many people begin to draw back. And I'm just using the gym as an example because it's a very common one. This applies in every area of our life. So as you are listening to me right now, what is that area that you made a commitment to, but now you are drawing back? or now you have abandoned. If you want to finish strong, then it's time for you to get back to fulfilling your commitment. It's time for you to develop the discipline that it takes to always show up and do your own bit. One of the things I've discovered is that a lifelong commitment becomes easier when, number one, you know your why. Why are you doing what you are doing? If you have a strong enough why, it will help you to still keep pushing yourself when things get tough, when the discouragement sets in, when the results are not coming as quickly as you expect. So having a strong why is always very important. That is why in my coaching, I always ask my client, what is your why? You need a strong enough why. I remember when I felt at some point that I should get more dedicated to my YouTube channel. And that was when I rebranded and I decided to focus on helping people overcome adversity. The journey of producing a video every week among my numerous commitments can be demanding. But because I knew my why, I have a passion to share knowledge to help people overcome adversity, to help people navigate grief. I remained committed. And I was pleasantly surprised last week when I got an email from YouTube that I have qualified for the YouTube Partnering Program. What this means now is that my channel can be monetized. And I want to give a big shout out to all of you out there that watch my videos, that comment, that share the video. Because together we are making progress, we are making impact. And I share this good news with you to let you know that whatever you are doing may be tough. You may not be getting any result. It may look like you are wasting your time. But if this is what you have committed to, I want to encourage you. Just hang in there. Just keep showing up. Just keep doing your own bit. And you'll be surprised the result that comes up when you remain committed and consistent. And if you're getting discouraged in something you set out to do this year and you've not really been able to articulate your why, then the reflection I talked about last week can be a time for you to articulate the why of what you are doing. And of course, if you don't have a strong enough why for whatever you are doing, and you feel that is not a dream, that is not a passion that you have, that is not making a difference, then it's okay to leave that. Because for whatever you are doing that you need to remain committed to, you need a strong enough why. Why are you doing what you are doing? That is a question that will help you to remain committed. That is a question that will help you to have a powerful time of reflection. That is also a question that will create some self-awareness for you. So you need a strong enough why. And the second thing I want to share with you to finish strong is that you need to invest in yourself. You need to work on yourself. Many times there is a gap between who we are and what we want to do. And this is what I usually refer to as the performance gap. Because we have big dreams, but we lack the capability to achieve those dreams. And for us to be able to bridge that performance gap, to do the things that we desire to do, the things that we want ourselves to do, the vision that we have for ourselves, then there's a need for us to work on ourselves so that we can grow. So the gap between becoming the person that is capable of achieving your goals and who you are now is your growth gap. And for you to bridge this growth gap, you need to work on yourself. You need to invest in yourself. There's a lot to learn. What I've come to discover is that the more you know, the more you realize that you don't know so much, and the more there is to know in life. And that is why I am somebody that is committed. I'm a lifelong learner. I love to invest in myself. I love to learn because I know that for me to achieve the dreams I have, I need to work on myself. So if you want to finish strong, you are becoming discouraged. And sometimes discouragement comes because we don't know how to handle a matter. So if you want to finish strong, because you are getting discouraged, you are getting stuck, life has happened, and you feel you need help, I want to encourage you to invest in yourself. And one of the ways that you can invest in yourself is by going for seminars, going for workshops, reading books, signing up for programs, getting a coach that can coach you so that you build capacity to achieve the goals that you have for yourself. On the 29th of November, which is on a Saturday, I'll be having a workshop that I call a year-end strategy workshop. This workshop is going to be a hands-on workshop where we'll have time to reflect. We'll be guided by experts that will help us in reflective exercises to reflect on this year, to know where we have done well, to know where we have challenges, to think about what could be the reason for the challenges. And then, having reflected, we are also now going to be giving tools that will help us to strategically plan for next year. That workshop is a good way to close this year, and it's also a powerful way to prepare for next year. So I want to encourage you to join me on that workshop. We have very limited capacity. We are using the Hilton Hotel in Reading, and the price that we are charging for this workshop is a fraction of the real cost of the workshop. But I want to add value to you. My friend Professor Joy will be joining me for this workshop to facilitate, and I can guarantee you that this workshop will make a huge shift in your life. So I will put the link to the landing page where you can read more about the workshop and sign up in the description. You can join us either in person in Reading, or you can join us virtually. That option is there for you. So for you to have this commitment, this discipline, this resolve to finish strong, you need to build capacity by investing in yourself. And you know that when you build capacity, you'll be able to stay on course or to get the results that you desire. And by that, you finish strong. I want to end by giving us a quote. The quote is by Vince Lombardi. The quote says, "Once you learn to quit, it becomes a habit." Has quitting become a habit for you? That you start something and each time it gets tough, you give up, you quit. But I want to encourage you. Quitters don't finish strong. To finish strong, you must outgrow the habit of quitting. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope this teaching has helped you. And if it has, why don't you drop your feedback in the chat facility so that I can know how this is helping you. And if you have ideas of other things that we can do to finish strong, please share your ideas as well. And if you are watching this YouTube channel, you've not yet subscribed to it, please hit that subscribe button now so that anytime I upload a new video, you'll be notified. And also like and share with somebody that you know that this video will be helpful to. And I will see you again next week. Until then, just stay blessed.